Dragon Priest defeated and his plans foiled, Laatvulon is more vulnerable than ever before. We can't let this opportunity pass us by. The time has come to put an end to this Order of the New Moon. Sept Scales. Why would he challenge Laatvulon on his own? This is no time for anger. I may not agree with Nephilar's actions, but we need to defeat the cult. We must find our dragon ally. Journey to Senchal and speak with General Renmus. I don't expect him to join us in our fight, but he may have reports concerning Nephilar and Laatvulon's battle. Our task is in Bernir,
No need
Dragonguard.
to travel to Senchal.
Let us discuss our next step. General Renmus.
I owe all of you an apology. I thought I acted for the good of Senchal, but there is blood on my hands. If you'll have us, the shields of Senchal will fight alongside the Dragonguard.
We've always been on the same side. I'm glad you finally realized that.
You can thank my daughter for all this. She can be quite persuasive when she wants to be. Just like her mother. The shields of Senchal are ready to aid you, Dragonguard. Yes, those particular dragons aren't very subtle. There's been an abundance of sightings. The latest reports indicate they were heading north of Senchal in the company of a great deal of cultists and several dragons. Not yet. I have a contingent of soldiers stationed at the West Century Tower, just northwest of Senchal. They can let you know the current location of your fighting dragons. I'll work with Captain Sai Sahan to formulate a plan of attack. We'll march north of Senchal as soon as we are able. To be honest, I've been mulling over this alliance since you first entered my office. But I was certain that if I left Senchal defenseless, it would fall to ruin, just like Cyrodiil. When I left Cyrodiil all those years ago, the unimaginable happened. My Emperor was killed, and Daedra attacked, and I wasn't there to defend my home. That knowledge changed me. I couldn't let something similar happen to Senchal. We face the darkness of fear to find the light of courage. That's something my wife often said, and something Aelia just recently reminded me. I can't let fear dictate my actions, and so I will join with you. Tactical information, supplies, soldiers. Now that we're in this fight, you'll find the shields of Senchal an invaluable ally. I haven't left Senchal completely defenseless. Besides, if we don't defeat Laatvulon now, there won't be a city left to defend, unless my daughter has exaggerated the dangers. A cruel race, these dragons. They would rather rule over ashes than allow us to remain free. It's not just Senchal at stake, or even Elsweyr. All of Tamriel is in peril.
I did it! I convinced my father to join our cause. The Dragonguard now has the full support of the shields of Senchal. But what about your mission? Did you find the Mask of Alkosh? You defeated Rakajin? Well done you. Now that we have the mask, we'll finally be able to... Actually, I'm not sure what the mask does. Oh. Well, at least Laatvulon doesn't have it. And who knows, maybe it'll prove useful, eventually. Besides, we may not even need the mask to defeat Laatvulon now that my father has agreed to help us. I simply explained the facts. What we know, what we've done, what the cult plans to do. I can't really pinpoint what exactly convinced him, though I have a feeling he's been considering this alliance for a long time.
believe it. We actually fought a living, breathing dragon.
It's not breathing anymore.
Laatvulon was lucky we made it here so fast. He was surrounded by at least 5 other dragons, but they scattered after we took this one down. Zaji grounded it himself. I'd say I'm proud of him, but it was probably sheer luck. I'm not sure. He fights with the fury of a wounded Sench, but that could simply be his way. Still, despite his confidence, not even Nefalar can stand against such numbers for long. Nefalar and his enemies flew out of sight, but the tower may offer a better vantage point. Zaji is up there now. Perhaps he saw where they went.
Did you see the corpse walker? A dragon! Zaji! Killed an actual dragon! Ah! Oh, the moon singers will tell tales of our adventures for generations to come! Zaji, the Dragon Slayer! And his heroic associates. Not since he flew by. To be honest, things weren't looking good for our scaly friend. An entire rage of dragons chased after him. Zaji doesn't think Laatvulon is interested in a fair fight. Zaji lost sight of them. They're fast and loud. This one can't help but wince every time they shout. Is that really just him? Wait! Looks like they're coming back around. Looks like they're headed straight to Doomstone Keep. Huh. What could they want with that old ruin? Sai Sahan will want to know about this. We'll report in while you go after Nefalar.
I know a hunt when I see one, Walker. Find Nefalar before they overwhelm him.
What are we going to do now?
Without reinforcements, we have no way to take the keep.
As long as the Dragonguard still stand, there is always a way. Damn that dragon's pride. If Nefalar had only broken off and regrouped with us, it seems we have no choice but to rescue the beast. Are you with me? General Renmus will lead a secondary team to keep the cultist occupied. That should give us time to search for Nefalar. By Leki's blade, I just hope he's still alive. We'll be hard-pressed to take this keep without him. The cult is gathering around Laatvulon, most likely to empower him using their Aeon Stones. Yet another advantage they have over our forces. This is it, my friend. Our chance to prove ourselves. To prove that the Dragonguard still protects the people of this world. You scout ahead and find a way forward. I'll join you in a moment.
Have no fear. Zaji, the Dragon Slayer, has arrived.
We are never going to hear the end of this.
That looks like Nephilar, down below. Let's see if we can find a way to get to him. Hold a moment. There's some kind of message written on that tablet. In a rather roundabout way, it seems like this tablet is telling us how to move forward. It seems there's more to Doomstone Keep than first meets the eye. The inscription says to create light with a divine mask, which I can only assume refers to the Mask of Alkosh. Did the Pride of Alkosh occupy this keep? Yes, the Black Beast. One of the Dragonguard's greatest foes. A dragon of mighty power. Which would indicate that this inscription was written by the Dragonguard. But what were they doing here? The Dragonguard and the Pride of Alkosh. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We need to find Nephilar, first and foremost. According to this inscription, the mask can somehow be used to light fires. We should search for unlit torches or braziers. There. Let's see if the mask responds to that brazier. That must be the Black Beast facing off against the Dragonguard. It looks like a Khajiit warrior is leading them. Perhaps she was a member of the Pride of Alkosh. Khajiit warrior from before. She claimed the Mask of Alkosh, just as you did. Wait, could she possibly be Jadari? That's Naffalar. Jadari is offering him the Mask of Alkosh, but he's refusing her. It seems to symbolize something, though I'm not sure what. Stay sharp. You don't know what might lurk in these caverns. I understand now. The Black Beast is Laatvulon. The Dragonguard sealed him away, though it cost Jadari her life. And Naffalar is nowhere to be seen. Jadari joined the Dragonguard to take down a fearsome dragon. The Pride of Alkosh called him the Demon from the East, while the Dragonguard named him the Black Beast. But his true name is Laatvulon. Precisely. She must have needed the mask's power to defeat Laatvulon. Jadari and the Dragonguard had another ally as well, Naffalar. He gave them his own horn to use against Laatvulon, but he also refused Jadari something. And then the final battle. Jadari fell, but the Dragonguard was still able to trap Laatvulon. For centuries he was sealed away beneath this very keep, until he escaped, that is. Which leads us to today's battle. What I'm interested in is how Jadari was able to use the Mask of Alkosh against Laatvulon. Though I suspect Naffalar may have some insight on that as well. We should continue our search. Naffalar!
Jadari. No. It is you, Hunter. Deishu. Time blurs. It is the same as before. I can feel Laatvulon's icy malice permeating this chamber. So this was his prison, was it? And now he has assured that it will be my grave. Yes, I gave her my horn, but it was not enough. And so she asked me to empower the Mask of Alkosh, so that we could slay Laatvulon and end his terror. I refused. Laatvulon was sealed away, but not before Jadari fell in battle. It takes two wills to awaken the mask. One is a champion of the Pride of Alkosh, a warrior who has proven themselves worthy of the mask's power. The other must be one of my kind, a dragon. Fenjuntid. The will of my father, the Dragon King of Time. All Dove seek dominion, and so it is a king's command that is our bane. I will not turn away from you as I did Jadari. I will not repeat the past. I will join with you and empower the Mask. You are a worthy ally, and a champion of my father's will. Only together can we hope to defeat Laatvulon. Raise the Mask before me. It is time. Myth made manifest. A trick of the Mask and nothing more. Come, let us see what lies beyond the dunes.
Apologies never did suit you, Nafalar. You are here now. That is all that matters. A new champion walks in Jadari's stead. We can still make things right. Poor Rakajin. It was his destiny to walk these sands, you know. To join with the pride of Alkosh. But greed drenched his heart like a freezing rain, sapping all its warmth. And so, it fell on your shoulders to walk this path instead. Dragons, yes. And something far worse as well. Laatvulon, the demon from the east. It was not enough to seal it away. You must succeed where Jadari failed. You must banish the demon unto eternity, as Alkosh wills. Laatvulon is the torment of chaos, a shadow wearing a scaly hide. It seeks to drench this world in anguish, as is its very nature. It will pave the way for another, a new moon filled with darkness. Then the tapestry of time shall unravel. Alkosh watches we mortals with a weary eye. He will lend his power to one worthy, yes. But only if we are granted the aid of his blood. Only a dragon's power can awaken the Mask. You seem willing. Can you say the same of Nafalar? Of course, Mask Bearer. Jadari is sure you have many questions. Just don't expect too many answers, yes? It is not a place, but a story that has been and will be told time and time again. We are within the tapestry, and without it. Wrapped up tightly in its threads, even as we desperately try to untangle them. Alkosh is he who weaves the tapestry, and also he who is the threads. They unspool from the tip of his tail. When the thread ends, there will be nothing. We are all woven into his tapestry, Walker. We are always within the realm of time. Perhaps that is why Alkosh entrusted the Khajiit with his secrets, no? Jadari was born under eclipsed moons, yet was destined to never become main. And as she listened to the moons, they sang to her a song as sweet as candied moon sugar, until the day their song became the steady beat of drums. The darkness of Lorkhaj had stained her soul, the bruising purple of spilled wine. Soon, all she could hear was beautiful, terrible whispers. And so this one decided to make her way to the sands behind the stars, before she was forever lost. But Kenarthi carried Jadari not above to the stars, but into the darkness that had settled in this one's heart. Jadari was given two gifts, a lantern to guide, and a sword to protect. And both shined with Alkosh's divine light. You walked the halls of the High Main, have you not? You proved yourself worthy, and were gifted the Mask of Alkosh. Those trials, those halls, they reflect Jadari's battle, deep in her heart. A battle that she won. Jadari was gifted the Mask of Alkosh, and told to protect his most sacred tapestry. To slay a demon who would undo all of time. But now that duty lies upon your shoulders. Bear it wisely. You compare the sands of the hourglass to the moments which pass through time. Can they truly be the same? But then, are they truly so different? It is one answer only the Dragon King knows. Perhaps not in a way so easily understood. But Jadari does sense something. You have a companion with you now, yes? A man who was somehow connected to the Amulet of Kings as well. Most curious. Alkosh and Kenarthi see every trail along the many paths of time. They knew that Sai Sahan was destined to lead you here, to this very moment. And perhaps they were the ones who ensured that he was alive to do so. Now that would be assuming Alkosh's divine will, would it not? Many would consider that... what is the word? Blasphemous. Jadari simply thinks aloud. Take from her words what you will. Jadari was... You must raise the Mask of Alkosh before him. Do not... You must raise the Mask of Alkosh before him. Do not think. Feel. Cast doubt from your heart, and ready yourself to accept Alkosh's divine will. You must succeed where Jadari failed, Mask-bearer. You must slay Laatvulon. Go before him, Dragonguard. It should only take a few words. Do you remember Nafalar? Words to mend the tapestry?
Dragon King above, Ormahu Hanzu. This mortal is worthy. Wavokri Krentig. They shall mend your threads.
The mask awakens. Go now. Harness the might of Alkosh to overcome the demon from the east. As it was always meant to be.
Our strength is now one, Akatuz. Let us finish this.
We can reach the surface this way. Let's move out. The cultists used the Aeon Stone to empower Laatvulon. We must hurry!
The time has come, Akatuz. Cleave through your
This is the
enemies
power
with
of
the
the
might
Master
of Alkosh.
Come,
Laatvulon,
we'll stop the cult from
your
calling in
death
reinforcements for
approaches.
Laatvulon.
my brothers and sisters, lend me your aid! Fan out!
Call upon my might.
That's the last of them. Onward! We have a dragon to slay.
The time has come, Laatvulon. Our battle shall end here.
Must aid Laatvulon. Dragonguard, to me!
I know not how these mortals revived you, but they shall not do so again. I am your foe. You shall face me.
This way, quickly!
Laatvulon. I need only my own might to defeat you. Fukrati! Now, little mask bearer, let us see how you handle my true might. Throw down! Strengthens me. I will not be so easily defeated. See about that!
Have no fear! Saji has arrived!
We'll handle this rabble.
We'll cover you! Protect Laatvulon!
Cannot Cannot be stopped. Full cracking! You think you can win? I am Onslaught! You cannot end me! Fools throw down! Shall rise! Well fought, Dragonguard. Laatvulon is slain. Now I shall ensure that nothing remains.
We fought hard for this victory, Dragonguard. To save the people of Elsweyr, of all Tamriel, from Laatvulon's tyranny. But our battle does not end here. Like those who came before, we'll fight the dragons that plague this land until the day that plague ends. And for all those who lost their lives today, I say this prayer. May your flames burn eternal.
You should have seen the battle, Mother. Flames and ice, swords and arrows. It was spectacular.
Mother must say, slaying dragons is certainly a step up from stealing temple heirlooms.
You'll never let that one go, will you?
You have done well, Mask Bearer. Not only did you defeat the demon from the east, you also turned Tadali's son into a respectable Khajiit. She is not sure which feat is more impressive.
Zaji knew we could do it. There was never a doubt in his mind. After all, we are the Dragonguard, right? The scourge of dragons far and wide. Well, Zaji will admit there was 1 or 2 moments of doubt, but they passed by very quickly. He hardly noticed them at all. You know, Walker, forget it. At the danger of sounding boorish, Zaji just wanted to thank you for all that you've done. When this one left Black Heights, it was to seek adventure and glory, and so he bought a fine vessel and assembled a gallant crew. However, adventure and glory is a bit hard to seek out. It's not often you come upon signposts asking for mighty heroes to save the kingdom. Well, maybe you do. Seems like you have that sort of luck. The point is that Sai Sahan was right to doubt Zaji and his crew. We were smugglers, not heroes. Ruffians trying to make enough gold to get by. And then you came along and asked us to take you here, to this island. And now the Moon Singers will tell stories of us for generations to come. So, thanks for giving Zaji a chance to become the hero he always knew he could be. And for letting us come along with you on this unbelievable adventure.
Hello there, hero. Have time for a chat? We did it. Senshal is finally safe from Laatvulon and the Order of the New Moon. There are other dragons to contend with, of course, but we'll defeat those too, won't we? Just like the Dragonguard of legend. I've actually been thinking a lot about that, our order. I honestly wonder if it will last. Maybe Zaji and Casca will get bored and seek out another adventure. Maybe another threat will call Sai Sahan away. A little. But mostly the thought makes me sad. I've come to think of the Dragonguard as a family of sorts. And I fear that if the Order disbanded, if there was no longer a reason to fight, I would lose that. I know. There's no shortage of work. I'm just being silly is all. But then there's also this feeling that our battle isn't truly over. Which is an even scarier thought, isn't it? What is the new moon that the cult worshipped? How did Laatvulon plan to rule over Tamriel? They're just questions that keep bouncing around in my head. It might be nothing, but I'm just not sure this is over yet.
Excellent fighting out there, Dragonguard. Of course, your work isn't done. There remain plenty of dragons for your order to slay. But I swear to you, from here on, that the shields of Senshal will aid you however we can. We'll continue to protect Senshal and its citizens, of course. Try our best to keep order. But I do have plans beyond that. One day, the shields of Senshal will protect all of Palatine. No more hiding behind city walls. As much as I would like to keep my daughter by my side, I don't think that would be wise. She's grown so much during her time with the Dragonguard. Her place is here. I couldn't be prouder of the woman she has become.
Congratulations on the win, Mask Bearer. Just do not brag about it, yes? I get enough of that from Zaji. Not dead, which is better than I expected. It all worked out though, didn't it? Aelia protected Senchal, Zaji became a hero, Sai Sahan ended a grave threat to Tamriel, and you got to be the mighty hero at the center of it all. I'm a simple Sentrat walker. There was an enemy, and I killed it. What greater satisfaction is there? My only regret was not killing Laatvulon sooner. Many of my people died because of him and his cult. And all for their own protection. They were too afraid to fight the dragons that terrorized their land, and so they joined with forces that they did not understand. And many suffered because of that. I won't forget that. But there's still dragons in Elsweyr. Cruel, terrible dragons who want nothing more than to kill and destroy and conquer. And I won't let them. As the moons are my witness, I will hunt them all down, every last one!
Just the warrior I wanted to speak to. At long last, we defeated the Black Beast. Today we finished a battle the Dragonguard began centuries ago. A fitting start to our own order, I must say. Brooding as usual. Nephilar may have pulled through as our ally, but he's still not one for socializing with mere mortals. He did say he wished to speak to you when you returned. If the subject comes up, let Nephilar know that he's welcome to recover in our sanctum. He's our ally, and the Dragonguard takes care of its own. Far more confident of our Dragonguard, I must admit. When we first formed our order, all I saw was a ragtag band of smugglers, ill-experienced and naive in the ways of battle. Ah yes, young Aelia. How could I forget? But now I look around me and I see soldiers. Tried and true. Warriors who are willing to lay down their lives to protect Elsweyr. And if that's not in the spirit of the Dragonguard, I don't know what is. Captain? Yes, I suppose I am, aren't I? It's been a long time since I last held that rank. I failed to uphold my duty then. I allowed my Emperor to die, and watched as our Empire fell into the clutches of Daedra. And now I have another chance to make things right. Not in the Empire, perhaps, but here in a land that has a great need for a Dragonguard to watch over it. And I expect your help as well, my friend. As always.
An excellent battle, Akatus. Your might helped seal Laatvulon's fate. He shall never challenge me again. Indeed, and our foes seem to thwart us at every turn. Laatvulon killed Yargramdu before he could join our alliance, and his corpse was turned against us. The cult destroyed Pride Home in their efforts to acquire the Mask of Alkosh. Though it was no easy task to do so, the halls of the High Main presents challenges that few dare to face. Yet you conquered them all and proved worthy of Alkosh's divine power. A feat few mortals can claim. You have certainly proved yourself worthy of the Mask of Alkosh. Just do not expect it to ensure all your victories. Its power was only awakened through our connection. With my departure, it shall be but a mask. Not yet. We defeated Laatvulon, but I sense another power lurking in Elsweyr. Something dark that threatens to disrupt my father's order. When the time comes for you to face it, I shall aid you. I give you my word. And keep the mask. It suits you.